Good afternoon, Regan here. So today I would like to talk to you about the power of clarity. So my self-development journey kind of took a next level of intensity probably in 2007 when I went to my first Tony Robbins UPW event, which is his Unleash the Power Within. It's a 4-day program over a weekend where you firewalk the first night, and it's a pretty amazing experience about trying to look inside, figure out who you are and what you really want. And what was really interesting about that is that the morning that I was leaving to go to that, my husband at the time, we were since divorced, said to me, so what do you think about that firewalk? Are you afraid of, having to walk over that fire? And I said, what firewalk? What are you talking about? And he started laughing. He goes, didn't you read what you signed up for? And I was like, no, I just saw it. He sounded inspirational, and I knew I'd learn, I knew I'd grow, and so I just signed up. I had no idea I was supposed to firewalk that night. But anyway, so I went to that experience, and it was transformational. And I've since gone to probably 5 or 6 others of his, like 4 or 5 other UPWs. I crewed one, and then went to his Date with Destiny event as well, which was extraordinary as well. So anyway, I knew though when I came back from UPW, I knew that I didn't just want this to be a cool weekend. I really wanted to be able to create an infrastructure to enable me to maintain and implement the things that I learned at this event, because I knew if I didn't set myself up to succeed, if I didn't put kind of the architecture in place to enable me to force me to be accountable, and to force me to, kind of live this new standard that I had set for myself after that weekend, I knew that I would ultimately fail, and it would just be a cool weekend with some great, beer stories, and I didn't want that to happen. So I bought his time management system. I think it was called like the Time of Your Life time management system. And in his exercise, what he had you do was you had to really put together, look at every category of your life, and you had to kind of grade yourself in that area. And that one of the things that you had to do was you actually had to create a title for every category of your life. The title would represent who you would be at the highest level for yourself. For me, in terms of, so I'll just share a few of my titles with you. So in terms of my finances, it was, a formidable financier, and I wanted to really understand finances, money, economics, things like that. In terms of my spirituality, I kind of gave myself a spiritual name, which was Effervescent Water Nymph. And the reason I chose that was, I chose effervescent specifically because I'd felt like over time, being a mother, running my own business, that I had become kind of so serious, and I had lost my playful bubbliness. And I really missed that. I really wanted to get that back. So effervescent, the bubbly effervescence, was why I chose effervescent. And then effervescent water. Why did I choose water? Because symbolically, nothing stops water. That no matter what comes at water, water will always find a way. It'll go over, it'll go under, it'll cut straight through, it'll go around. Nothing stops water. And I wanted to symbolically, spiritually embody the elements of water as a human being, that no matter what challenge came at me, I would be like water, and I would figure out a way through, around, under, over, whatever. And then nymph, effervescent water nymph, the nymph was for my spiritual, sexual side, the merging of my spiritual and sexuality in divine sacred union, that kind of thing. So effervescent water nymph was, for me, contained all of the elements of the woman that I wanted to grow into. Same thing with the finances, formidable financier. I really wanted, and so what that does was those titles for those categories of your life, they give you like a compass. They work as like a North Star that you guide yourself towards, so that you know, okay, well, if I want to be more like water, what does that mean? It means I have to be more flexible. I have to be able to have tremendous strength, that no matter what comes at me, I'm going to figure out how to deal with it, that kind of thing. So I think that and so in addition to that, so you create all of these definitions for each category of your life, like, so a title, so you write the title out, and then you create the definition of, well, what does that mean? So if I am an effervescent water nymph, how am I living my life? What does that look like on a day-to-day basis? What's happening? You know, I'm getting up every morning, I'm meditating, I'm living in a beautiful environment, I'm joyful, I'm playful, I'm, you know, effervescent, you know, I'm in a, you know, dynamic relationship, you know, I'm fulfilled on every level, spiritually, intellectually, financially, all those things. So the power of clarity really is, it's so important, because if you only have a vague idea of what you want, there's no power and passion and excitement in vagueness. There's not enough of a pull towards it, you know? So passion comes from the energy build of like a focused intention, a focused vision, you know? But if you don't have any vision, if everything's just kind of vague, well, I just want better, right? I want a better life. Well, better is a crap word. Better is just, it's crap, because there's no specificity to it. You know, you're not saying that I want to, you know, I want to feel more joyful every day. I want to have a stimulating sex life. I want a absolutely emotionally connected relationship. I want a bank account that is overflowing with more money every month than I can ever possibly spend. You know, things like that. And you say you want to make more money. Well, $1 is more money, right? So, you know, the specificity with which you choose to articulate your vision has tremendous power, and the lack of specificity and the more vague your kind of, well, I want something different, but I don't really know what it is, but it's vague, there's zero power in that. Vague is like gray, like the gray paint on the wall at the DMV. That's what vagueness gives you. Power comes with specificity, getting clear, crystal clear in a granular way, how juicy you want your life, like how the emotions you want to feel on a day-to-day basis, you know, it's playfulness, it's joy, it's fun, it's alive, it's vibrant, things like that. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you got some value. Have a great day, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Thanks. Bye.